Hey everyone, welcome back for another deep dive. All right, so today we're tackling something you guys requested, and it's pretty open-ended, I gotta say.
Oh,
Yeah, the original request, let me see, it was Celo crypto and its potential. That's all we got.
interesting.
Right. So clearly we're not dealing with a total Celo newbie here, someone just looking for the basics.
Yeah, they're thinking bigger picture.
Exactly.
Yeah,
And that's what we're gonna do too.
I like it.
So where do we even start with potential, though? I mean, potential for what, right?
Well, the word potential itself is fascinating. It tells us the listeners already passed that initial what is CeLo phase.
Oh, yeah,
They're
totally.
on to the what could CeLo become part, and that's where things get really exciting.
I love that, like, we're not just stating facts, we're exploring possibilities.
Exactly.
So help me out here. What kind of possibilities are we talking about? Like, where does CeLo's potential really branch out?
Okay, well, think about the areas crypto is trying to disrupt in general, right?
Hmm.
For CeLo, a big one is financial inclusion.
Right, and we've heard that term a lot, but just to be clear.
Sure. It's not just about giving everyone a bank account. It's about giving them access to financial tools and services they might not have otherwise.
So things like loans,
Owns, yeah.
easy ways to send and receive money,
Especially across borders, yeah.
things that, honestly, a lot of us take for granted.
Huge, yeah.
I remember reading something about Celo wanting to make sending money internationally as easy as, like, sending a text,
Oh, yeah, that's a major goal of theirs.
which is massive if you think about, folks sending remittances back home to their families.
Absolutely, cutting out those huge transfer fees.
Right. Instead of going through, like, Western Union or whatever.
Exactly. And Celo's approach is really interesting because they use a phone number-based system for transactions.
Wait, so, like, you wouldn't even need a crypto wallet or anything?
Potentially not, no. Imagine a migrant worker, right?
Yeah.
They just use their phone, send money home instantly, fees are tiny, no bank involved.
Whoa. Okay, see, that's what I mean by potential hack. We went from this abstract idea to, like, a real-world scenario.
Yeah, that's the power of this stuff.
It's not just the tech itself, it's how that tech actually fits into people's lives.
And that ties into another big aspect of Celo, their mobile-first design.
Right, they're built for smartphones from the ground up,
Makes sense when you consider how many people around the world rely on their phones.
especially in those regions where, traditional banking is less common.
Exactly. So suddenly, microloans become accessible via an app.
Oh, wow.
Aid organizations can use Celo for direct cash assistance.
That's wild.
Yeah, the possibilities are huge.
Okay, but here's the thing, and maybe I'm just a little jaded here, but, like, every crypto project claims to be revolutionary, right?
That's fair. Yeah.
So what makes Celo's potential different? What are they actually doing that's unique?
That's the key question, right? And to be honest, the source we're working with is a bit light on specifics.
Right.
But one thing that stands out is Celo's focus on stablecoins,
Okay, stablecoins. So these are cryptocurrencies that are,
pegged to real-world currencies like the US dollar.
so they're designed to, like, reduce volatility.
Exactly, which is huge if you want people to actually use Celo for daily transactions and not just, speculation.
Right, because the value's swinging all over the place.
It's not practical for everyday use, no.
So, stablecoins. Okay, that makes sense. But they still feel kind of techy.
Yeah, for sure.
Is Celo user-friendly enough for someone who's never even touched crypto before?
That's definitely the goal. And they've made some interesting moves in that direction. For example, they've partnered with existing payment platforms in various regions.
Ooh, that's smart.
So for a lot of users, it's less about understanding blockchain and more about using apps they're already familiar with.
Right, the Celo stuff is all happening behind the scenes.
Exactly.
So, I guess for you listening, think of it like this. Imagine your usual payment app.
The one you use now.
Yeah, suddenly it lets you send money abroad for, like, practically nothing.
That's the kind of future Celo is working towards.
Pretty cool. But even with all this potential, I mean, there've got to be challenges, right?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, scalability is a big one.
Right, can their system actually handle millions or even billions of users?
Exactly. Then there's regulatory hurdles, figuring out how to work with existing financial systems.
It's complicated.
It's very complicated, but honestly, those questions are part of what makes this whole deep dive so intriguing.
I agree. We started with, like, one phrase, Celo crypto and its potential.
And look where we ended up.
We've got financial inclusion, real-world applications, stable coins, all this stuff. It's like we've mapped out this whole terrain.
The terrain of possibility.
Yes. But now it's up to you listening to actually explore it.
To do your own research.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because ultimately forming your own conclusions about Celo, about its potential to, maybe even change the world. That's up to you.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
All right, so that's our deep dive on Celo and its potential. Thanks for joining us, and we'll catch you next time.